Welcome to Ishura's World. I'm a life coach. Ishura's World. Welcome to Ishura's World. I'm a life coach. Welcome to Ishura's World. I'm a life coach. Ishura's World. Welcome to Ishura's World. I'm a life coach. Yeah, I'm a life coach. Hi, everybody. My name is Ishura, and welcome to my world. Today's episode is entitled Sexual Encounters of the Third Dimensional Kind. Sexual Encounters of the Third Dimensional Kind. Okay, what's encounter? Encounter is when one thing meets another thing and encounters it and meets it. What is sex? Sex is a conjoining of biogenetic DNA that mixes up with the mommy and the daddy, and they mix with the egg, and they mix with the sperm, and they mix with the electromagnetic and magnetic energy fields that combine and conform and could possibly form creation through a mother from inside of what's called a womb. Because that's why sex is very dangerous, and that's why parents don't like talking about it, because with sex, with the merging of a male and female, sperm and egg together can create a baby. And babies cost money. And it can be created within the mother's womb, right here, down here, create within the mother's womb. Sex on an ancestral point of view, sex on a historic, more back history point of view, is connected more so to the Kundalini root base chakra of the seven. You have chakra points, 7 of them. I believe one down here, and then another one right below the belly button, if I'm not mistaken, and the one right on top of the belly button, and the one on the heart, and there's one in the throat, I believe, and one in the third eye, and one on the top part right here. So there's 7 of them. And unfortunately, here in the third dimensional realm, religious organizations, Catholics, Jews, Protestants, they kind of put a glitch in sexuality and actually make people fear it, be confused about it, have fetish desires of it, to the point of insane type thinking. You know, sex is a beautiful thing, but unfortunately, our religious institutions take sexuality and deform it by making us listen to men who don't have wives, like priests. For a very long time, priests were not allowed to copulate. And that right there is backwards when it comes to the ancestral way of thinking things. But anyway, sexuality is a human regular craving. Do not fear sexuality. Do not worry about your sexuality. I would say explore your sexuality, because within exploring, you learn what you like and what you don't like, what you really like and what you sometimes like. But unfortunately, the stigmata that the religions connect with sexuality causes most of our beautiful princesses and princes to be very confused about sex and sexuality. And when you feel this Kundalini base energy of being beautiful and strong and powerful, our Kundalini energy as women causes us to be more inferior to the male species. But because we women are caught up in the males, we kind of take ourselves to a second back seat to the man. Religion. So religion is basically causing stigmata in all different types of religions to have people fear, distort, and not understand, and not want to test and try out things when it comes to your sexuality. Sexuality and sex is good, but you just have to know that it's if there's one thing you have to know about sex, is that you have to know that sexuality is a beautiful thing. And I hope my son is listening to this, whether now or when I'm gone. To me, baby, sexuality is, in the metaphysical sense, a beautiful connection of two energetic beings that love each other and interchange with each other so much that they create this third being, which is a baby, because the love was so strong that it created another person. So when you utilize sex in a positive way, whether it be to copulate with the person you love, whether it be to metaphysically take you to a third dimensional level of thinking and feeling, or whether it be to show affection to someone in this third dimensional realm that you have connected with, good or bad, is all connected to the state of mind. And the state of mind is key when it comes to perspective. And that's what makes life important. Okay? Also, know that there are rules of engagement to sexuality. Rule number one, there are rules of engagement to sexuality. There are rules of engagement to sexuality. Number one, when you encounter someone, you cannot be encountering to destroy. You should be encountering to build, to grow, to love. So when you connect with people, stay consistent on a positive connection, whatever level of connection that may be. Stay focused on keeping it a positive connection, and you will be having a positive sexual encounter. Sex is not just penis and vagina. Sex is just not penis and vagina. That's physical sex. That's physical sex. But there's also mental sex. There's also food sex. There's also feet sex. There's also touching sex. There's all types of sex. And people need to understand that it's not always on a physical level, but it's more so on whatever level you choose to share that love with. Okay, number two of rules of engagement of sexuality. This is just my perspective. This is my perspective. My rule number two of engagement when it comes to sexual connection is I don't keep labels. I don't give labels. I feel by giving labels, you belittle the different levels of people you fuck with, to the point where some people will think that you feel more attention and more love for another person as soon as you give them a label. So I try to stay away from labels. Labels are connected with the third dimensional realm, and I'm not really a third dimensional realm thinker. I consider myself a teacher, even though some people, like my friend Tasha, says I'm not patient enough to teach. But I've been teaching a lot of kids, including hers, since they were babies. So everybody's gonna have their own opinion. Everybody's gonna have. You see, it's that Kundalini energy. It's that Kundalini energy you feel right at the bottom, in between your legs. It's when you get revved up. It's the energy that you're feeling that synergies through your body when you have a good thought or a good feeling, or you get hyped up about something. A third key of rules of engagement is keep your internal energies balanced. By keeping your internal energies balanced, you allow yourself to have better perception when you're dealing with all these different love interests. Because me right now, to keep it honest so you understand what I'm talking about, so you can understand what I'm talking about, I have people in my life that gives me their 100 every time. And to me, it's like 90, 95. But to them, they're giving their 100. I have people in my vicinity that when I need them to be somebody, they will automatically be that person for me without a problem, even if only but for a little while. I have people around me with money that has no problem spending on me. I live a very carefree life. Why? Because I decided when I stopped labeling people in my life, that's when more abundance started coming at me. When I started being honest with people. Like I just lost like a very dear ex-lover of mine who I was with for 3 years while he was down, and I separated myself from him because he asked me, he's like, yes, Ishra, I want to see you, I want to spend time with you, because to tell you the truth, I wanted to see him, to be a little bit more intimate with him. And come to find out, he had found a girl while we were separated and about to have a baby. And long story short, he said he wanted me to lie to this woman should she ever inquire if we had slept together, should we have ever chosen to sleep together, which we knew we were going to, because we're both very high level thinking beings. And I explained to him, I was like, no, I won't lie to no one. So I won't lie to your girl, and you don't think the guy I'm with is worthy to be with me. So I guess we don't need to spend time with each other. So I lost a very good dear friend. But when it comes down to it, I live in a very honest path. And if you can't deal with my honesty, then I don't want to deal with you. So keeping internal balance is very important. Also, you must do no intentional harm. Now, when I say you're trying to sexually connect with people, whether it be on the physical, emotional, or mental, you have to in my opinion, rules of engagement, if you're walking as an adept like me, if you're walking as a person trying to be better in their life mentally as me, if you are a teacher, a thinker, a lover, a nurturer, a mother like me, then one of your rules of engagement should always to remember no intentional harm. You shouldn't really intentionally try to hurt somebody. Sometimes people take your action is hurting, but you can't do nothing about that. You need to understand that everybody is going to perceive what you do for them, to them, with them on a different level. So do not stress yourself out about, oh, you hurt such and such feelings and they took it the wrong way. All you can do is try to tell people what your intention is. It's either they're going to take it or they're not, but there's no need to really fight about it, because if your intention was good and they took it as bad, it's an unfortunate thing, but all you could do is say sorry and move on. So know that people will take the perception on certain things that you do and say on different levels. Don't stress yourself out about being unintentional to people. The bees this year are huge. We're in 2015, May 8th, and these bees are huge. Please watch out. Warning, please watch out. On the physical side of things, okay? On the physical side of things, when it comes to having a very positive sexual encounters of the non-disease type, on the physical side, you need to play safe. You need to use your rubbers. You need to use your dam protection, my lesbian friends. You need to use water towels to keep yourself clean and wash yourself after a sexual encounter. You also need to know that when you're connecting with someone or something, connect with love. You could even connect with a flower and have sexual encounters with the flower, people. This is not just a physical thing. As a life coach, I need to let people know this is not just a physical thing. Sexual encounters could even happen with inanimate objects and even with nature. So know that making love and having sex and connecting with someone, you should choose someone who is respecting you, loving you. If you don't respect and love yourself, you're going back to one of the rules to live by, which is keep internal balance. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to reflect someone who's going to love you. On the esoteric side, great ideas to keep your sexual encounters positive: daily mental cleansings, crystal therapy, purchasing crystals like from a great guy from a store called Alpha Thoughts. He's on IG, Alpha Thoughts. He's in Brooklyn. He makes these beautiful pendants and necklaces of crystals and things of that nature. And crystals is a known tool that adepts use to keep negative away from them, to stay mentally clear, to keep the blood flowing. It's like acupuncture, because I do acupuncture, and also chiropractic. Chiropractic and acupuncture is the form of touch and puncture to heal you, and crystals are the form of energy exchange. That's a sexual encounter you can have. You could have a sexual encounter with a crystal, and it could energize you and give you power. You can also do meditation to lift up your mental state of mind when it comes to sexual encounters. And also chakra balancing. I use rocks and I lay down on the floor and I balance my chakras that way. And also, one thing that people don't know about that they could really help to get them to the next level of sexual encounters is being by yourself. Because within being by yourself, you kind of do all these things to set yourself up to prepare to be mentally aware of your highest level sexual encounters. Perfect example, I was mentally attuned when I bumped into my life mate, but in the beginning I didn't think he was a life mate, like a mental connection life mate, and come to find out after time passes that he may be the guy that I could see myself calling king for the rest of my days. Not literally marrying in like a legal thing, because I don't believe in that third dimensional crap, like telling the government you're married. I don't do that. But I can really see myself being with this man for a long period of time, and he doesn't look, that's the only thing. He doesn't look like what I thought. He's got the mind. Mentally, he hits me on several levels, but look-wise, he's not the type of guy that I fuck with, but still, I've learned to love him, learned to be with him, and just be happy with the 80% that he gives me, because that's another thing. Tyler Perry's right, you guys. You're never going to have a 100% lover. It's going to be either an 80-20 type lover, either a lover who's 20%, like they look good and can't do nothing else, or they're 80%, like the love of my niggas right now, which is he's got several levels of my attention, but that look is the only thing he doesn't have. So know that being by yourself can really help you get prepared to meet your lover, because usually the lover you're going to meet is not going to be what you expect them to be. So to conclude, do love each other. Do love each other. Do forgive each other, because my kids are outside playing at the park, and my baby has allergies and he can't be out too long, so I let him play at the park real quick while I do my recordings and take him back home. Grandma doesn't want him in the park because of his allergies. But do try new things. Do not be afraid to try new things, okay? Try new things. By trying new things, you learn what you like and what you don't like. Also, love yourself, people, because if you don't start by loving yourself, you can never love somebody else. So if you take only one thing with you, is it's just telling you to love yourself, because by loving yourself, you make yourself stronger and you shine a certain level of vibration that attracts your ultimate lover. Okay? And also do things only when you're ready. Okay, I have to speak on this real quick. Warning, warning, warning. With these sexual encounters, you may, my boys and girls, interact with people that may do you harm, that they may push themselves on you, they may rape you, they may hurt you, they may make you cry, they may tease you, they may make you want to kill yourself, they make you feel sad, they make you feel blue, they make you feel lonely. Somebody, maybe family, maybe friends, might do that to you. And if they make you feel sad, I want to give you a little bit of information. Don't feel sad for long, because I need for you to do one thing and one thing only when someone makes you sad. Know what you want and know what you don't want. Know what you want and know what you don't want. Know what you want. When somebody hurts you, know what you want and know what you don't want. Then let go of that thought that happened and focus on what you want. Let go of that thought that happened and focus on what you want. And focus on what you want so hard that it comes to you esoterically, vibrationally, without a problem. I'm talking metaphysically, my boys and girls. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Do not hold on to anger. Do not hold on to anger, because anger is what kills us humans. And that's why this world is so full of anger and hurt, because they want us angry. Hold on to happiness. Hold on to purity, okay? And if something hurtful happens to you, let go of that hurtful thought and hold on to what you want in life, and focus on only that, only on what you want until you get it. And then the pain don't matter, because you learn from the mistake. If you're with a man that beats you, and you have to learn that you need to leave him alone so the beatings can stop if he's going to continue to beat you. It's all about your decision, boys and girls, your decision. So please, my kings and queens, be careful on the decisions you make, and also learn from your mistakes, because within learning from your mistakes, then you become better. But doing the same mistakes over and over again is going to cause you to never grow, to never be better. So please learn from your mistakes, okay? All right, I'm done. I am so glad if you did stay with me for the full 18 minutes about this quick lecture on sexual encounters and having positive sexual encounters. I am so happy for you. Remember, you guys, I was speaking on not only physical sex, but mental sex, food sex, learning about who you are and what you like sex, because you don't know what you'll like until you give it a try. So don't be afraid. Just be safe and protect yourself. Or you can choose to stay abstinent until you get married, which within taking that choice, you choose to go into a marriage not knowing anything. I think my negus that I'm with now is happy that I know what I know, because that what I know is makes me who I am. So love each other, guys. Don't fight. Stay positive, and know that sexual encounters of the positive kind is very, very possible. It's up to you to make that choice. Love and blessings. Namaste. Wadu. Boom Shanti. And Laikum Salam to you. Bye, guys. See you soon. I'm Ish, and thank you for coming to my world. See you soon.